Welcome back. It is Twinkle Butt with the Technomancer. On the last episode, we snuck into abundance on a sand sail. Not really sure how that is or how it works because the game didn't tell me. But we used it. We're here. We got into abundance. We did some work. And now we are at the threshold of the cathedral that has now been occupied by the ASC. We are here to rescue our Technomancer brothers and sisters. However, do they need rescuing? Perhaps it's a trap. Perhaps they're already dead. Perhaps they have betrayed us and they are waiting to shoot us as we cross the threshold. We won't know until we do it. So let's just fucking heft over and see what surprises are here. Surprise is that guy. Well, I think he's the one that's in for a surprise. Whoop. I'm not going to get better at using my lightning bolt to kill him. I'm just going to get a stronger lightning bolt. Right. So there we go. Threat neutralized. We have to make sure that while we're here, we pick up that Technomancer kit that we need for Scott to rekindle Andrew's Technomancer powers. Which is that exclamation point on the map? Who even knows? We might find some secret Technomancer gear while we're back here. If I remember correctly, we won't. What we find is a stick. Give me the stick! Alright, we could not get into that door before, so this is our first crack at this stuff. Yeah, open work too. So we'll have to give that to somebody else, because we don't even use staffs. We'll save that for later. There we go. Thank you. And there's another one. There might actually be something good in there. I'm not sure. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's not good, though, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now let's skedaddle over here. And if that room was empty, then this room must have all the Technomancers locked in, right? I mean, no way it'd be that simple.
We're here to free you and all the others. We must go, though. Now.
Ah, Zachariah. My faith in you was not misplaced.
Come on, we're going to take you down!
They're coming, Zachariah. Go! There's a dome hidden in the desert. One spoken of in the tablet you brought me. Find it.
You won't get away!
They're here. Lead our kind through the crypt. Save them.
Come on, guys!
I won't leave you.
There is no time to debate. Go! For God's sake. How?
Great Master.
Go on. I will help him. And tell Andrew. I am sorry.
But
Andrew's right there.
Flee, Zachariah! Protect our kind! Move, you idiot! They're overloading them!
What's going on? Where's the old man? Where's he at?
he wanted to stop whatever was tailing him. He oversurged.
Oh, shit. Oh, hell, Zach. I'm sorry. We should get going, though, now. Not let his sacrifice be for nothing, you know?
Yeah, we need to protect the ones still left.
Yeah, so holy shit. What's in here? Alright. I think there's some more treasure down there, and there's actually ASC down there for us to beat the shit out of. But what they don't realize is that we have an entire army of Technomancers following behind us. So they're in for a surprise. Should they? Yep. Surprise! Oh shit. You are so fucked. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, they walked into the wrong fucking neighborhood, and we got a steel hammer. That's pretty cool. I wonder if Amelia is strong enough to use it in a shitty spy jacket. Let me see. This will be quick. Are you at strength 3 yet? Yes, you are. Awesome. Okay, that's really great. Do I have any strength 3 shields on me right now? I do not. Anyway, let us continue looking for treasure in the Technomancer crypts. Although for crypts, I don't really see a lot of graves. I just see a lot of, well, interesting architecture and cathedral music. But I'll take it. Oh, maybe these are the crypts. Maybe they encased them in stone slabs. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be super cool, actually. Get the one with the gun, guys! Yeah, so when they play that dodging animation, they're just like, nothing you can do can touch them. They're just immune to everything. Because they have a full frame of invincibility, so yeah, not much about that. Full ASC spy jacket. I believe this is the one that I'm wearing right now, so I can upgrade that and give that to Nishka, who also has really high agility, so she should be able to wear it. Yeah, and then we'll give that, I don't know. I'll have to look through my armor and see what we have and what we don't have. And at the end of this episode, if I'm back in like a safe spot, I'll get everything sorted out. Cause you don't have to, but every little bit helps. And we are playing on the hardest difficulty. Although I must say, for playing on the hardest difficulty, we're doing a pretty good job of trashing everything that gets in our way. And now it's mostly because of this awesome lightning storm. And speaking of lightning storms, so what you saw Great Master Ian do is called an overload, which is what we're gonna do apparently, but we just do it in a way that doesn't fucking kill us. I don't know. So we have access to that now. So let me bind that. 1 second. We're gonna bind it to the 8 key. So to test this out, I'm gonna tase something, and then I'm gonna activate it, and then see how much more damage the tase does. Oh, and we have a whole fleet of Technomancers behind us. Opening this door is no problem. Okay. Now, I think we don't have to fight any more ASC. We're just going to be fighting abundant soldiers at this point.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Yeah. We're really going to need to make sure that we get Nisha here at some point. Okay, so normal shock does... Well, that was a critical, so that just outright murdered him. Ah, hey, that's not fair. Oh, come on! Okay, wait for the damage to go away. Okay, maybe I'll test this out when we don't have an entire fleet of guys chasing me. But now we're overloaded. And as you can see, we're sparkling with electricity. It does take up a passive slot. So that does mean that we can't just like instantly throw around a lightning bolt. But hopefully with enough backing, we'll be able to just have super powerful shots that just wipe people out in one go anyway.
Take this elevator straight to the sand sails. From there, the merchants will take you to Noctis.
Are you the legendary city of the merchants for real? Amazing. But what about the other Technomancers who escaped the ASC too? Are they going to be able to...
Talk to the merchant running the sand sails. I'm sure he'll be able to help them too, and they can join us in Noctis with other caravans.
Zachariah, thank you. What would have happened to us without you?
I don't know. I mean, nothing good. I do want to test that before I go, so we're going to go looking for a fight real quick. I think we're going to find it right over here. So let me turn off overload. Get rid of that electricity going on. And set these guys to be defensive. I don't want you guys to hit anything. So we're going to test out My theory is that not only does it increase the damage of our lightning bolt, but it also increases the damage of our electric, like, charged weapon that we have on our weapons at all times. Which would mean that having that active increases basically all the damage we do except for when we're firing our gun. Okay, so let me see. Lightning bolt does 35. And a normal hit does... Well, that was critical. 18. 35. Okay, now let's activate it. We didn't get it off. Whoa, come on, guys. Give me a break. We're doing this in the name of science here. Alright. Since you seem super eager. 19. Okay, so it does increase the damage, but only by a tiny bit. Well, unfortunately, science has to take a break. Oh, knocking them out does not generate an electrical barrier. Okay. 46. Okay, that's huge. So we basically do one-shot them if we combine it with... Okay, well, that's very interesting. So it does increase the electrical damage on our passive, but not by a huge amount. Which, you know, could be better, could be worse. But it does increase our electrical attack by like almost I think around a third, honestly, if my math is right. Maybe it's not right. But it doesn't really matter because it's going to get even more powerful. We're going to be putting even more points into it to make it even stronger. So as you can tell, like our general battle plan at this point is we lead off with that lightning storm ability, and then from there we just kind of like just clean up and mop up with our stabs and shots. And so far it's working pretty good. Let's go to the import zone. Now I'm gonna check, but I'm pretty sure we took care of everything we needed to take care of. At least right now. We weren't able to take all our companions with us, which means we weren't able to do all the side quests that we need to get taken care of. Maybe we can talk to them right now and trigger it before we leave the city, because I'd like to get everything done in one fell swoop. So let's see if we can get rid of Amelia and start Nisha's side quest. Hello, Nisha.
Hi, Nisha.
Hi, Zach. Everything all right?
Okay, she doesn't want to talk about it. Can we do the thing for Andrew with Scott?
Zachariah!
I have the parts for the prosthesis.
Now I have the parts, but what will I do with them without a quiet place to work, Zachariah? I mean, honestly, am I a magician? No. Talk to me about it once we reach Noctis.
Fucking attitude. Okay, what about you?
Hello, Phobos.
Hello, Zachariah.
What's the mutiny?
It is a few and our...
Alright, I already talked about that. Okay. He doesn't have anything. Let me see. We have to find the Lost Dome. We have to do that. We have to do that. We already did that. Did that. All right. Okay, yeah. So we've done everything that we can do. So now let's head on back home and get that shit sorted out. So to head home, all you do is you I think you just walk towards the sand sail. Yep. Let's head back and get all this stuff started. But before I do, I want to make sure I grab that strength 3 axe or stick or whatever, or wrench, and get it equipped on Amelia before I forget. We're gonna leave, well, let me think. I think what we'll do, we picked up a breastplate, right? I have to check and see what we have in our inventory.
The great hero of his brothers has returned triumphant. Amazing, against all odds, against a city. Bravo! But I don't see anyone resembling the great master.
Is he...
Dead. He sacrificed himself so we could get out.
Oh, so sad. Truly. Well, please tell your colleagues, your brothers, they are welcomed here. Let them rest and regain their strength. I can only imagine what the ASC put them through. And without their great master, they must feel lost. On top of it all, feel the void for a leader among them. No?
What are you getting at?
Just simply that, as their hero, it might be in their best interest for you to fill that void. I don't purport to understand how these things work among your kind, through a vote or drinking game, but you've earned it. They need you to pull them back together after what they've been through. And to have a unified group of Technomancers among us to serve would be valuable beyond imagination. Think about it.
I'll think about it. But now's not the time. We need to mourn the fallen.
So there you go. That was a little bit devious right there, the way he was talking about that. So we got that first. So we have a series of missions that we have to do in kind of in order for him, but that was one of them.
You, sir, just came out of...
Thank you. Let me sell off all this extra crap that I don't want. Thanks, buddy. We get rid of that. Get rid of that. See you later. We only need one of those. We'll hold on to that for sure. These all can go. See ya. Oh, and in case you were wondering, it's usually better just to sell off the stuff rather than to recycle it, because normally you get about the same value either way, whether you recycle it or you sell it off. But this way, you can buy the parts that you need, because some parts are super common and some aren't. So this lets you capitalize on the ones that are, so you don't have to worry about it as much. Let's sell that, get rid of that. I'm sure we have a shit ton of boots to sell. And then we must have a lot of components, right? Unless that's probably taking up a lot of weight too, but we just must have like a lot of extra shit in our inventory, which we do, but anyway, this will give me a chance to kind of talk about how I do crafting and how I'm kind of setting certain things up. So whenever you're just like in base like this, you can access everyone's inventory that's in your party. See, even the people that aren't in your party, anyone that could ever be in your party, you have access to messing with their shit. Very important. So because what's her face, Amelia, has a strength of 3 now, we can totally put that breastplate on her. So that's what we're gonna do, but first we're gonna upgrade it. So there we go, the light soldier's breastplate. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the full I always go for physical reduction. Now these things come in handy. Well, electric damage, you don't need to worry about that. Disruption, maybe. Poison at a certain point we might need it, but for now, I mean, it looks really cool too, but for now we want to focus on physical resistance. So you can see what it will change, and you can see the requirements and the parts that you'll need to do it, and then you'll see like how much it's being changed. So it's going from 15 to 18, and it's taking up the back slot. So let's make that happen. Now we're gonna pop that onto Amelia, and even though she's gonna lose, technically she's actually gonna lose 1 physical resistance, what this lets us do is put that full abundance uniform onto, lets us put it onto Andrew, which I thought about it, and I don't even know if he gets any benefit from the fluid regeneration. I mean, obviously, you know, like he's gonna get Technomancer powers at some point, but I would rather have him just have the raw resistance to disruption and the defense that he gets from this armor set. So even if he's casting powers less often, he's getting them off and he's gonna last longer. Whereas, you know, like his fluid might not even, you know, he might not even have influenceable fluid. So we're gonna go with that. And we also picked up another spy jacket that we can upgrade for Nisha. So we're going to do that right now. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to focus on physical resistance. So the highest we can get with this is level 2, which is fine because it's the shoulders. So we need to get up 1 quality metal, and we need to get, well, that's basically it, right? Because that's the highest we can go. Yeah, that's the highest we can go. And as you'll see, it's a different set of armor. It's in a different slot, so we have different upgrades that we can put in there. So let me go get some good armor, good metal that I can upgrade and put into that, and then we'll put it on Nisha. And then we'll see about the weapons. So I'll go back to my... well, actually, I don't really care that much about weapons. I care more about armor because, well, at least I don't plan on using Amelia that much, so I don't really care that much about her weapons, I should say. But for now, let's get the good metal, good quality metal. We'll buy a couple. No, don't sell them. Purchase. Good quality metal. Yep. No. Wow. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and they're kind of expensive, as you can see, but it's a good investment. And I bought a little extra there because I'm probably going to need some at some point for crafting. But anyway, let's get this upgrade. Shoulders, physical, nice. Okay, and then we'll put that on Nisha, and then I guess we can put the Noctis Raider jacket on Scott, even though I don't plan on using him in combat. But it's better than, yeah, there we go. Better than the spy jacket. Also, I need to check to make sure that my legs have the highest upgrade possible. I think they do. Yeah, I know it's already equipped. And we only have a crafting of 1, but because we have Amelia in our party, yeah, it's the highest possible. Because we have Amelia in our party, we're actually getting the full benefit of having crafting at level 2, because that's her passive bonus. Now let me take a look at his weapon and compare it to the one that I have. Well, the one that he's got equipped is better, so I'm just going to sell off that one and keep him with that. And yeah, so let me go grab Amelia's new axe real quick, or shield. Let me see if there's a level 3 shield. Dump off a couple of things in our chest, take a nap, and then move on to the next point. Move on to the next plan, and that's kind of how, when I'm off screen, that's my decision-making process. That
Zachariah, I've got something I need.
You can wait a little bit, buddy. Hold on. I need to take a nap. Naps are important, man. Don't neglect your sleep. Let's see. Let's stash that. Stash that. But whatever. We'll just put that in there. We'll hold on to the Technomancer's jacket in case I decide I need it at some point. We'll put that in there too, even though I'm probably not going to need it. Yeah, okay. And let's check to see if we have a shield that's strength 3. We do. Okay, awesome. That's for you. Here you go, Nisha. Or fucking Amelia. Awesome. Say thank you. Or not. Okay, let's take a snooze. I'm not sure, honestly, if sleeping longer makes your buff last longer. I honestly am not sure. But doesn't matter. We'll take the snooze. And now let's go see what he wanted to talk to us about.
Zachariah, I've got something I need.
Actually, no, we don't. So before we do anything else, we want to talk to Scott and make sure that we get him to upgrade Andrew and do whatever he needs to do to get him fighting fit. I'm also gonna set them back to normal posture because I don't need to test anything anymore. So Scott, make it happen.
Zachariah, you look good. Better than I. As if that was hard to accomplish.
I brought you back what you asked for.
Oh, you found the ostrich egg cream.
No, but I found your notes on Technomancy, and I found a full kit. For Andrew, the prosthesis.
Ah, yes! The prosthesis. Give it to me. No. It shouldn't take me long. Roughly a few hours, just enough time to go through my notes. It would go even faster if you gave me a hand. You really didn't remember to bring me any cream. That's too bad.
Oh, okay. I'll see if I can help him. I forgot about this, otherwise I would put on my crafting jacket.
I would like to help you, but I think that it's beyond...
Whoops.
Zachariah!
Oh, well, that's okay. We can come back later. So we will drop off. Scott's busy. We'll swap out our teammate. We'll put... we will swap out Amelia for Nisha. And then we will have Amelia start her work. Let's get to work, Amelia. Fix that
Hi,
rover.
Zach. How are you?
We're gonna need it.
Hello, Amelia. I'm fine.
We're gonna need it a lot.
Great. Now that I've got everything, I can actually start on the repairs. But it's gonna take a day, at least. And once I start, I'm gonna be neck deep in it, so if you need me for anything else, I ain't gonna be available.
Works for me. Sure you'll be able to get it working again, soon enough.
Damn straight. Even if you lost your legs, I could get you going again. Now get out and let me work.
Okay. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing. Now the big thing, let's see if we can talk to Nisha and get her to start her quest like she was started before.
Hi, Nisha.
Hi, Zach. Everything.
Or are we actually locked out of it?
Are you okay with...
She doesn't like me much, does she? But I'm not.
You're close.
I like him.
What can you tell me about...
That's scary.
Well, hopefully we didn't get locked out of doing her personal quest. Is she friendly with us? Nisha... I mean, she's friendly with us, so we don't need to boost our relationship with her anymore, but I would like to show that off in the Let's Play. That'd be a really dumb fucking bug. We found one earlier where we couldn't go through a certain point without locking ourselves out of failing the other quest. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me after that. It would just disappoint me if that were the case. But anyway, while they're working on those two quests, let's turn some stuff in. See what these guys have to say.
Hey there.
What do you want, human?
I heard some mutants escaped from a prisoner camp. You hear anything about that?
Hasn't everyone?
Not in Ophir, where the news never went public, no. It was only a rumor there. What do you know?
I know if Ophir's men hear of it, it will cause trouble for us.
I could also give your brother...
And to show them that we are able to rebel and escape? Yes, hope. So I will tell you, for my people, life in camp was hard, to say it lightly. Hard labor during the days, brutality during the nights. The prisoners would take out their frustration of being locked up out on them. The guards and prisoners alike battered them with their frustrations. Then, one day, one of ours struck a guard who was trying to stop him from going to the aid of a brother. After he fled, the guards then stated that if he did not come out, they would execute 10 random mutants. That was the moment the rebellion began. A prisoner from Aurora helped my brothers. With tools, they incited riot. Blood flowed. Many died. Some escaped. But at the start, few thought to flee. At the beginning, they wanted only better lives where they were. It became obvious, though, the repression that would come would be worse than ever. That the only chance for life was somewhere else. Scum, the mutant who struck the guard, led them to freedom. They escaped without even being chased. The story came directly from Scum. A great speaker. A great hero.
Thanks for the information.
Now what about these lynchings?
You said there was a lynching. Tell me about it. Maybe I could help.
The last time a man helped a mutant, it was only to bring a chair to help him reach the noose. And those that didn't participate watched and did nothing.
Who were these men?
It was those crazy, religious zealots who hate us. Believe we have no souls. If we want the prince to do something, we need evidence. Same goes for handling it ourselves. But all we have is the body of our brother. We won't punish an innocent. We are not like them.
Not all humans are like that. Maybe I'll have some better luck asking around. I'll look into it.
Alright. Now we got another quest to work on while we're waiting for Amelia to finish the repairs and Scott to finish whatever he's doing. So let's go ask. Well, first let's put on our charisma gear, so we can have a full charisma, which means we have a full shot of making this work. Do I still have? Here it is, the trader's jacket. We want to make sure we're wearing our very best for trying to talk people into revealing critical information. And then once we're done with that, we'll head up and we'll go talk to Dandolo and the people in the palace and get that stuff taken care of. I love this city. I love the way how it looks. I even like the lighting. Like, it looks so awesome. Anyway, we need to talk to this guy.
Welcome, welcome.
Did you hear about that mutant who got lynched? I want to know who did it.
I see. But why do you think I would know anything about it?
Oh, no problem.
You know what goes on in that neighborhood like any merchant should. You don't think that this kind of story is bad for business? The mutants are furious. You really want them to turn the whole city upside down in order to find the culprit?
You're not wrong. I guess that we'd better
Damn
turn in the
right it
culprits and be
succeeded.
done with it. It's a gang of fanatics from the temple that lynched that poor guy. It was awful.
Why didn't you do anything, man?
It was an angry crowd. I mean, I have nothing against mutants, of course, but...
A spine like a jellyfish, but it walks like a human. Thanks for the information, I guess.
Wow. It's kind of an asshole thing to say. I mean, you can't expect one guy to just randomly go up against a crowd of... like, I don't know how many people that was. Unless you're a Technomancer, of course, and you can do this. I mean, if you could do this, I don't think you'd have to worry about a crowd. But you can't. In fact, I think I'm the only Technomancer that can do that. So, I don't blame him for being a little bit... careful, I guess is the right word to put. So, let's head up here and talk to these guys about... question them. See what's up, what's going on. How's life? And more or less, like, this party that we have right now is going to be the party that... this is going to be like our default party. There'll be a few times where we use different characters. Like, I'm gonna try to use Phobos more now rather than later because of the fact that we're gonna... in order to get the kind of story ending that I want, we're gonna have to give him up for a higher cause. But I won't exactly spoil any more than what I already have. But while we have him, he's a pleasure to use. So I'm gonna make work of him while I have the ability to do so. And in the meantime, we'll just kind of scour around stealing random stuff. That staff too, I forgot. We should upgrade that. Not now, but soon. And then I think we want charisma for this, but we might have to kick some ass too. We might need to do both. I don't know. Let's see.
Gentlemen, you are responsible for an awful crime. It's pointless to try to deny it. Several witnesses saw you. You didn't even try to be discreet.
We didn't have to hide. We're carrying out a divine mission, and nobody can prevent us from doing so. Not even you.
Okay, so we're doing ass
Come on,
kicking before
guys,
talking.
For the shadow.
Well, I got a surprise for you guys.
Stop by the shadow. Stop. Yes. Yes. We killed the soulless mutant. But who cares? They gave their souls to the sun and betrayed the shadow. And their horrid forms became punishment. Why does it concern you?
Whatever your superstitions, over here, mutants are free. And believe me, when they learn that you're behind all this, I wouldn't bet that you'll get out of this alive.
No, no! I beseech you, don't tell them. Think about the turmoil it will create in the city, the riots. How about raising their doubts over something else? You would be rewarded.
Oh yeah, whatever. So now we can just go denounce the fanatics and go talk to them about... I don't think this guy has anything to say about it, does he?
Repent!
I had some...
Nope. So let's go turn that quest in, get this taken care of. And reap the benefits of helping out our mutant bros. Because way back in the tutorial dome, we found out that... or it was suggested that Technomancers are actually a form of selective genetic mutation, which means even if the mutants aren't as selective and more random, that they are very similar to us. And so mutants gotta stick together. X-Men pride.
Hey there.
What do you want, human?
Regarding the investigation you asked me to do.
Did you find anything? Who killed our brother?
Listen, you were right. It's the gang of fanatics that's behind this murder. But you shouldn't seek vengeance. I know that it's hard to hear, but you're gonna start a riot in town. And innocent people will get hurt, maybe killed.
Listen, man. You look straight. And I thank you for turning in the culprits. But when it comes...
Oh, whoops. Okay, what we have to do in order to get that to work... Okay, let me see. Did that autosave hit like right there at the end of the quest? What you have to do is you have to have Phobos in your party in order for it to... if Phobos is with you, he'll be able to talk them down. And you'll get even more... Okay, no, so we can't. Oh well, okay, so... learn from my mistake. In the future, take Phobos with you. And then he won't have to worry about that happening. Whoops. Oh well. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us in the long run. I don't think it will. But now that that's done, and we've kind of screwed that up, we can move on to messing up other quests. We need to make sure that we set up our party. This is actually turning out to be like a really fucking weird run. Like, we're not getting any of the awesome weapon drops they had last time. We're doing quests wrong. We're taking different patterns. It's fresh and exciting and weird.
I've got something I need to ask you.
Okay, whatever.
Zachariah, I am glad to see you. What you did, what you risked for us, no one will ever forget. We lost many, and for that, we are mourning. But we can at least celebrate that because of you, the Order has not disappeared.
We're brothers and sisters. We stand together.
Yes, and others have joined us too, you know. The merchants spread the word to those who are still in hiding. But for those non-initiated and those who passed, we are all here. Did the Great Master manage to tell or give you anything before he passed, before his sacrifice?
He told me to watch over the Order. Gave me a tablet. He'd managed to translate the text of the relic I'd brought back from an excavation in Aurora.
And what did it say?
It talks about an important research base, the largest the settlers ever built on Mars, one that was in contact with Earth. It had a beacon. Unfortunately, it didn't say where the base was, only the location of a smaller dome that housed some of the larger base's scientists.
Then we must find it. Oh, I can feel it, Zachariah. We are so close to contacting Earth again.
Maybe, but I have the feeling we're not the only ones who know about it, though. Thanks to Alan, the ASC might have gotten their hands on the tablet while the Great Master was being held.
Alan? How could he betray our order? We have to beat the ASC to that dome. What can I do to help?
Dozens of Technomancers have spent years trying to re-establish contact with Earth. What can you tell me about that?
Well, first, that search has been stalled for years. At the beginning, of course, we collected anything relating to the settlers. Most of the relics, though, turned out to be just simple tools. The wars and our inability to travel out of our infrastructure had all but squashed the opportunity to explore. This is the first time that we have been freed of our yokes, free to explore again. What limits our work, though, is that few of us can read the settlers' secret writings. A gift, I believe, only the Great Master had. And with the most important knowledge having been written in that language, what we know, though, is that there is, in fact, an intact beacon somewhere. That there are still many undiscovered sites. And now today, with you, we have a hope again to find it.
Well, good to know. Also, I want to be the Mancer. The Master Mancer.
Everybody settled in?
We are, Zachariah, yes. There's something on your mind, isn't there?
That obvious? The Great Master asked me to look after everyone. Having the unconditional support of everyone would help me a lot. Don't know how to pull that together, though.
We're a family, Zachariah. You'll always have our support. You're looking to become a great master, though. That's different. There are some who obviously will question your abilities to hold that position. It's not personal. You did tremendous things for us, Zachariah. You did. But not everyone knows you well enough. You're young, inexperienced, and while your talent speaks for itself, I have a feeling some will want to put those talents to the test before supporting you. My suggestion would be this. Find the most influential masters. I'm sure they'll have questions. Satisfy their expectations, and I believe nothing can stand in your way.
And I'll go see them.
I don't know what they're talking about. I can fling lightning bolts with the best of them. Well, you guys have seen it. I've got like a power of 4 or something like that. Maybe it's 3. Doesn't matter. So we want to talk to these guys in the corner. Luckily, all the people we have to convince have gathered here for our convenience. So each one of them is going to test this in a different way.
Hi. Melvin told me to find you.
Ah, so you're the one who's hoping to be our great master. You're so young. Not that it diminishes the possibility, but to be worthy of such a role, one must have extensive knowledge of the settlers and Earth. Without that, how could you possibly lead us?
I agree. So why not test my knowledge?
Fair enough. An easy question. What is the name of the celestial body closest to Earth?
Probably going to look really stupid.
And what percentage of the beautiful blue Earth is covered in water? The name of the mythical first man to enter space. What was it? Legend has it that he was an ancestor of the first Reachers, if you believe such tales. Interesting. I believe 3 correct answers is good enough for me. I will ask one last question. The name of the first machine the Earthlings sent flying over our planet.
It was the...
Yes, you know much. Not all, but a lot.
Damn it. Okay, let me try again.
Hi. I agree.
Fair enough.
Moon.
And what?
87. Gari. Pathfinder.
Yes, you know.
Okay, fuck.
Hi.
I hate that stupid
I
math
agree.
question.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'll just
what
keep
was-
trying, and I'll look this up. Okay,
The
71.
name of the... Interesting.
Uh,
You're indeed
There we
well-versed
go.
in astronomy. A rare quality in one so young. Perhaps there lies within you a strong link to Earth. Either way, it is an excellent sign of your potential to lead. You have my support.
yeah, so clearly these guys have dementia, so this isn't meant to be a major hurdle. Just keep trying until you get it right.
Hey there.
Ah, the man who hopes to rise from lieutenant to the ranks of great master. I'll be honest. I'd back you simply from what you've already done for us. To me, you've already proven your courage and leadership.
But
a great master also needs to take care of the logistics, like the equipment, keeping them working, upgrading them, and, alright, I'll cut to the chase. I actually just want a better staff. So, in short, if I give you my staff, you get it upgraded. After, you'll have my support. Deal?
let me see what I can do.
Yet another reason to have crafting as one of your skill points. Now, I don't think this is a hard check. I'm going to go... We'll put on the crafting gear just in case. But I think we should be able to do it just with our 1 point plus the point we're getting in. Let's see. Yeah, no problem. Easy. I think you might be able to do that even without crafting. Get out of the way. That guy is very practical about getting his vote. More political than I would have expected, but whatever.
You do nice work. Much more balanced. I guess you can call this my better staff. Get it? My better staff? Good thing that getting my humor isn't a prerequisite for my support. I'd be happy to see you as great master.
What about you? What about you?
Hey there.
Melvin already told me you want to become our great master. I have no problem with it, but you'll have to prove you know how to fight first. Show me what you've got.
Wow, you can take some punishment.
Everything's gonna be fine. Why do you look so scared?
Hell of a fighter. Wasn't expecting that. How could I not give you my support after that? It'd be nice to have a great master who knows how to make some blood flow.
Alright. And as you saw while we were talking to her, we actually... the weight is done for Andrew's prosthetic. But since we started this, we're going to finish this. She only has... she's another question person, I think.
Hello, Zachariah. Word is that you aim to become our next great master. Please, take no offense, but it is my belief that you are far too inexperienced for such a monumental task. Enthusiasm you have, and strength. But look at the state of us. Our order is chaotic. Whoever leads us must have perfected our rites, that he might initiate our new Technomancers properly in our ways.
Then test me. Let my knowledge speak for itself.
So let it be. We are, as Technomancers, connected by a secret that we all learned the same way. Tell me, who were the protagonists of the message you saw?
Alright, I think I'm better at this than I am at astrology.
And what was the object the Great Master gave you during the ceremony?
There's a cup filled with water.
And what two oaths does the initiate recite to end the ceremony?
The least nice one. To protect the secret and find Earth. Fuck everybody else.
I'm impressed. Perhaps I was wrong. You seem indeed ready to initiate our newcomers. You have my support. I'd be happy for you to become our Great Master.
Man, you guys have some... you guys have some weird priorities. Maybe I should change that when I become the Great Master. But anyway, let's turn this quest in, become like head honcho, get a really cool hat, and then go get Scott upgraded with... no, get Andrew upgraded with Scott's ingredients. I'm ready.
My congratulations, Great Master Zachariah. The decisions of the other Technomancers were sent to me. Though I wish we could offer you a proper ceremony, we are but a shell of our former selves. Know that all of us, no matter how few, renew our vows before you to preserve the secret and continue to seek the Earth at any cost. I will, if it's your desire, ensure the communication between our brothers, and if you have any mission for us, please, do not hesitate to come see me.
Melvin, thank you. Just let me know if anyone gets wind of threats or any sort of information that'll allow us to move forward. Talk to you later.
Oh yeah. No problem. We are the coolest guy ever, and we're about to become even cooler with a companion that's gonna kick some serious ass. So now we just go talk to Scott, and then he will take care of us for... he will take care of it for us. Come here, Scott.
Zachariah!
Whatever, just do it.
So, Scott, success?
Of course. These kits are rather easy to adapt to a prosthesis, and it's given me ideas. You see, we could produce prostheses with an electrical transmission system, even for non-technomancers. We would just have to...
May I?
Here.
I mean, I'd prefer if all those people weren't around.
Let's go to a quiet place. Hey, watch out!
Oh, you bought it? Don't worry, I've already messed you up enough.
You got me.
You know, not using Technomancy requires even more control, mastery. I'd completely forgotten this feeling of relaxation, peace.
Welcome back to your people, Andrew.
That's kind of
Thank you very
fucked up.
much to both of you. It's so strange. I feel like I'm a new man.
You're welcome, my boy. Have fun.
Didn't even consider him a, like, part of his people. Whatever. So now he can do Technomancy since he's got a mechanical right arm that can channel electricity. Which also means that he went back to the Technomancer Mortal Kombat style and can use fucking staffs. Yeah. So, and he can use gloves. Holy shit. Now, we are actually going to go upstairs and grab the old gloves that we got from before and equip them on him. And then we'll take the staff, which is the same staff that he's using right now, and upgrade it and give it to him. And we're gonna, whenever I'm upgrading weapons for companions, which I don't normally do, but I'm gonna do for him, because I plan on getting a lot of use out of him, is we go for a disruption. Because what we want is that whenever they can actually get a hit off and make it stick, we want to make sure that, you know, they can continue to follow it up. So we're gonna upgrade his disruption the most, and hopefully with all these openings, we'll be able to... Oh, right, I need to put on my crafting gear because Amelia isn't with us. She's fixing the rover. So let's see. Let's put on the jacket. And we're going to see if we can... what we can do. So the cool thing about staffs is that they support 3 upgrade slots, which is really, really awesome. And I'm going to need more gear than what I have here, so never mind. We're going to put that on hold. Don't worry. I'll make sure we'll hook you up. Just get out of my way. And, oh, that's right. We have to turn in the locust gland that we got. That was like the first thing we did when we got to Abundance.
Hey, Brad.
Zachariah, how's the hunting?
Here you go.
Got your last specimen.
Hey, Brad.
At last. Glands of the infamous Locusta tempestatus. Fantastic. My thanks are endless. Tell me, how was its behavior?
You're welcome. Its behavior, well, it looked like it was absorbing electrical power that made it stronger.
You don't say. Fascinating. Might you be willing to make some more collections while I study these? If so, the black mole would be quite a catch. It's been known to dwell in the canyons surrounding Noctis.
I'll see what I can do.
Alright, so that's the next one. All we have to do is go down to the ruins that we were in before we went to Abundance. He'll just be hanging out in front, but we want to wait because there's a few more skills that we can... Well, there's a few more quests that we can queue up that we also want to do while we're down there. And we just got to level up. So, we are going to put that next point into... increased electrical damage. And the reason we're not putting it in fluid regeneration is because whenever we really need that extra fluid regeneration, we have so many focus drops that we can use it at any time. Like, I could even use one right now and it won't even matter. And now with that, that'll give us incredible amounts of regeneration. See, I already have it back. So if we're ever in a situation where I'm like, oh, we need to throw some lightning bolts like Thor himself, then you just use that focus, and look how long it lasts too. It might be because we're out of combat. Nope. Okay. So yeah, we got 4 full jolts out of that. That's incredible. And there's nothing to stop us from using more. You don't have to worry about ODing. What are you doing? Come on, man.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
There's a lot you can do for me. So first, let's figure out about the information that we need for the Rebellion newspaper.
Not much news in Ophir about Aurora defeating Abundance. You heard anything?
Word is that Green Hope's defeat brought an end to the fighting. Aurora apparently took control of the hydroponics center using militia alongside Technomancers to support their army. And at first, Wisdom showed himself a worthy military strategist, using the militia in battle. Such people, properly motivated, can be surprisingly effective. You'd have to bear witness to the poorer classes of Aurora to fully grasp how badly they were mistreated, to fully grasp how much the mere promise of a place in the council would motivate them to fight, to fully grasp how it helped to deliver quite a blow to Abundance. And while Aurora adopted new strategies, Abundance remained predictable. They had almost no Technomancers, since it's becoming harder to find them in Ophir with each passing day. An interesting development, yes? And one that wiped out their army.
Yeah, thanks for the info.
And actually, I'm surprised they're,
You want to attack a convoy to reignite a war?
Not precise. Every battle has... We don't just fuck this mission.
Okay, whatever. So we actually, I thought he'd have more missions for us, but he doesn't. So, what we should do is, honestly, just take a nap and let Amelia finish, because we just lost our experience bonus anyway. And there isn't really anything else we can do. Well, wait a second. Nisha?
Hey, Zach, I know you're busy and all, thousands of things on your plate, but that man I told you about, the one who got me deported, I want to go see him.
Oh, right. Awesome. Okay, we're back on
I
track.
understand. That man seems to be a real scumbag. I'll help you find him.
Thank you, Zach.
All right. So we can still do her quest line. Yay. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go to sleep. And then, well, actually, you know what? You should be here to see that. So we'll snooze. We'll let Amelia finish doing what she's doing. And then we'll go talk to her. We'll get the rover completed. And then what I'll do, I'll cut the episode there. And in the meantime, I'll get Andrew's new staff pumped up, and I will make sure that I will get us to where we need to be in abundance. But that'll be the next episode. You don't have to see all that coming forth, going back in between, and all the travel and loading screens. And that's actually why you want to set yourself up as much as you can the way how I did there, so that way we got as much done as we could get done. Because if you don't, it's a giant pain in the ass. And she's still not done? Okay, whatever. The time it's going to take me to walk up here, go take a nap, and then come back down is probably going to be about the same amount of time that it would have had if I just waited. But we're going to do it anyway. We slept for like a whole day, man, and you're still doing them? Whatever. Doesn't matter. We can take more naps. Take another snooze, wait till dawn. And then we'll just head down there and see what they have to say for themselves. But yeah, we're actually... I thought this would be a lot harder on this difficulty. When I played it before, I went for the gun tactic that I'm using, and then I split off and put some points into Technomancy, but I also put a lot into staff. And we're not just surviving, we're thriving with this Technomancer build that we're using right now. So, and now we're even doing more damage, and we still have another upgrade to get. Oh, here we go. Maybe putting that mask on her was a bad idea.
Take a look. Good as new. Like she's right off the factory floor.
Okay, great. So we can get anywhere we need to go?
Horizon and back if you need to.
Alright, look at all that experience. Our rover is complete. Let's put her... No, we actually need to put that back on. So, we now have the rover complete. And if we choose to, we can go to the dome. Which we will, just not yet. But for now, let's take a break. So, thank you for watching. I'm Twinkle Butt, and have a fantastic day.